There's a song playing in your head right now. Maybe you're aware of it. Maybe you're not. But somewhere in the background of your mind, a melody is running, on repeat, uninvited, completely beyond your control. You didn't choose it. You didn't ask for it. And no matter what you do, it keeps playing. Scientists call this an earworm. And for decades, researchers assumed it was just a harmless quirk of memory. A random glitch. A brain hiccup. But recent neuroscience has revealed something far more interesting. The earworm isn't a glitch at all. It's your brain doing exactly what it was designed to do. And the mechanism behind it reveals something profound about how your mind actually works, every single day, without you ever noticing. To understand why songs get stuck in your head, you need to understand one of the most fundamental functions of the human brain: pattern completion. Your brain is not a passive receiver of information. It is an active prediction machine. At every moment, it is taking incomplete information from the world around you and filling in the gaps, predicting what comes next based on everything it has learned before. You see the beginning of a word and your brain completes it before you finish reading. You hear the start of a familiar sentence and you already know the ending. You walk into a room and your brain has already predicted what you'll find inside before you look. This happens billions of times per day. You never notice it because it works perfectly almost all of the time. But music exposes this mechanism in a way almost nothing else does. When you hear a familiar song, your brain doesn't just passively listen. It actively maps the entire structure of the song, the melody, the rhythm, the chord progression, the lyrics, and stores it as a complete pattern. Now here's where it gets interesting. When you hear only part of that song, a few notes on the radio, a snippet in a store, someone humming in the next room, your brain's pattern completion system activates immediately. It recognizes the incomplete pattern, and it tries to finish it. But unlike a word or a sentence, a song doesn't have a clean ending that satisfies the brain's need for completion. Songs loop. They repeat. They have choruses that return again and again. So your brain completes the pattern. And the pattern leads directly back to its own beginning. The loop starts. And once it starts, the same pattern completion mechanism that triggered it keeps it running. Because every time the loop reaches a point that feels unresolved, the brain attempts to complete it again. Round and round. Endlessly. Without your permission. Researchers at Durham University conducted one of the most comprehensive studies on earworms ever done, surveying over 3,000 people about their experiences. The findings were remarkable. Nearly 90% of people experience earworms at least once a week. For about a third of people, they occur every single day. And the songs that get stuck most frequently share a specific set of characteristics. They have a faster tempo than average, a simple and repetitive melodic structure, and a distinctive interval. An unexpected jump in pitch that the brain finds particularly difficult to resolve and move past. Songs like Can't Get You Out of My Head by Kylie Minogue, Bad Romance by Lady Gaga, the chorus of Bohemian Rhapsody. These aren't stuck in your head by accident. Their melodic structure was, whether intentionally or not, perfectly engineered to exploit your brain's pattern completion system. But there's a deeper layer to this that most people never consider. Earworms are significantly more common during certain mental states. When you are bored, your brain seeks stimulation and activates stored patterns to fill the silence. When you are stressed or anxious, your brain loops familiar patterns as a self-soothing mechanism. The repetition creates a sense of predictability in an unpredictable moment. When you are tired, your brain's ability to suppress unwanted thoughts weakens, and stored patterns surface more easily and stay longer. This means the same song that plays harmlessly in the background on a relaxed afternoon can become genuinely intrusive and exhausting during a period of stress or sleep deprivation. The song isn't different. Your brain's ability to manage it is. So how do you stop it? Here's what the research actually shows, and it's counterintuitive. Trying to suppress an earworm directly almost never works. In fact, actively trying not to think about a song tends to make it stronger, a phenomenon psychologists call the rebound effect. The harder you push against the thought, the more mental energy you give it. What works is completion, not suppression. If you can hear the full song from beginning to end, your brain's pattern completion system gets what it was looking for. The loop resolves. The activation fades. Chewing gum has also been shown in studies to reduce earworm intensity, because the jaw movements interfere with the inner speech and auditory processing systems that sustain the loop. And engaging your brain in a moderately challenging cognitive task, a puzzle, a reading task, an absorbing conversation, redirects the pattern completion resources away from the stuck song and toward the new problem. What makes all of this extraordinary is what it reveals about your brain. You have a mind that never fully stops. Even when you're not consciously thinking about anything, waiting in line, staring out a window, lying in the dark before sleep, your brain is running, completing patterns, filling silences, searching for resolution in every incomplete loop it has ever stored. The earworm is just the moment that process becomes loud enough for you to notice. The rest of the time, it's happening anyway. Quietly, constantly, completely without your awareness. Your brain is always working. You just don't always hear it. If this changed the way you understand something your mind does every single day, that's exactly what this channel is for. Hit like. It takes 1 second and helps this reach people who've wondered about this their entire lives without ever finding the answer. And subscribe, because the next video reveals another thing your brain does automatically. Something that happens to you dozens of times a day that you've never once noticed is happening. See you there.